Cooperative space action is here in hyperspaced. This chaotic co-op adventure provides both an in-ship and outer space view to help you in combat against the aliens trying to take down your new crew of space cadets. The multiverse is in danger, and in this overcooked-like game, it's your job to save it. You'll need to repair, recycle, and reinforce your ship as you fend off vicious attacks. Along your journey, you can also repair and take over new ships that have different playstyles to try out. It looks like it will be a ton of fun and is out now for up to 4 players on Switch, Xbox, and PC. Welcome to the Co-op Drop, the monthly show where we talk about all of the new local multiplayer games that just came out and what we can look forward to in the future. A quick disclaimer, we did receive some of these games for free. I love the look of Undermine 2, and it just released into early access on Steam. This action roguelike game takes all of the best bits from the original game and smashes them together with the addition of 2-player co-op and some other new features, of course. There are new skills to have, characters to play as, and adventures to explore in the Undermine. The game is only available on PC right now, but the first one was available everywhere, so we can cross our fingers that this one will be as well. Esohpaguys takes the lead in the wackiest games we have seen in a while. This is a 2D platformer where you play as old men with incredibly long, stretchy necks. You'll need to bite and swing your way through colorful, wacky levels. It gives off struggling and heave-ho vibes, and I am all for it. Games like this tend to be a blast and bring a good amount of laughing to a gaming session. Fast-paced snowboarding hit all platforms in the form of Slop Crashers. This is an arcade-inspired, current-gen arcade racer on a snowboard. I'm not generally a huge fan of racers, but I do like when they are a little different, like using a snowboard instead of a cart. Oh my gosh, am I sick of kart racers. This one supports up to 4 players locally and 8 online. It has you playing as one of 9 different animal characters. There are a ton of customization options for your characters, including different snowboards, and there are 126 levels in the campaign, and apparently even boss battles. UFO 50 is an interesting collection of 50 different games that look like retro games, but these are actually new games from the creators of Spelunky 2. The game has a story about a fictional video game company in the 80s. Half of these games are single player and half of them support local multiplayer with either co-op or versus play. Some are longer, some are shorter, but it is definitely an interesting concept. It was already available on Steam, but just released onto Nintendo Switch and supports up to 3 players. Heretic plus Hexen are classic first-person shooters that have been combined, upgraded, and are now available on all platforms. Steam claims these support up to 8 players locally, but Switch says up to 4, so I'm not actually sure which it is or if it varies by the system. It looks action-packed and like a bit of retro gory fun, plus it claims there is both co-op and PvP to enjoy. Lost Twins 2 features a story played by Ben and Abby lost in a strange world together. At its heart, this is a puzzle platformer, but it's also so cute. The art style here is charming. It has a super cool feature where you can actually rearrange the environment to solve the puzzles. I'm honestly sad that I missed the release of this one and cannot wait to get my hands on it to give it a try. You can play together with 2 players in couch co-op or try to take the game on yourself. It's available right now on PC, PlayStation, and Xbox. Stick It to the Stickman released less than a month ago and already has 1,500 overwhelmingly positive reviews on Steam. This is a physics-based brawler that supports 2 players locally. You'll have to beat your way up the corporate ladder, and I mean that literally. Honestly, it looks so fun. There are a bunch of different kick-butt weapons to be used, and just the power of your fists to enjoy as well. I can see this one being an absolute blast, and it's only $5 in early access on Steam. Chip and Clawz vs. the Brainoids is a 3D RTS game that is really intriguing. We played the demo on livestream and really enjoyed it and have since received a review key. This one has you playing as Chip and Clawz, who would have guessed, fighting a seemingly unwinnable battle against the Brainoids. It's got a wacky story, voice acting, and some pretty fun gameplay. It's the first 3D RTS I personally have played and blends unique elements of jumping into the action combat yourself rather than just fully controlling your armies. I think it is a unique take and definitely worth paying attention to. It's available now on PlayStation, PC, and Xbox, and supports 2 players locally or online in both the campaign and competitive matches. Plus, it also had a free demo when it released, so that might still be a thing. Well folks, that is all we've got this time for August, but here are the games we talked about in last month's co-op drop. Rah Rah Boom, Smokin' Potions, Space Adventure Cobra, Dinotopia. Now let's hop onto all of the fantastic games we have to look forward to in September. Meet the cleaning robots cosplaying as Splatoon characters in Splatterbot. This is a competitive party game where you try to coat the map in your color to beat your friends. The game is very colorful and cute and made in a way that everyone can enjoy. We did receive a key for this one, but have not had a chance to try it out yet. It's available on Nintendo Switch and PC for up to 4 players. Speaking of colorful and bright, Flin to the Finish just released on consoles, making it now available on all platforms. We received a key for this one years ago when it released on PC. This is a cooperative racing game where you play as teams of 2 ball-shaped animals linked together by a stretchy elastic rope. The rope itself allows for some acrobatic feats as you fling each other around obstacles. However, it also comes with the risk of getting caught on everything you pass. Each of the chaotic levels are designed to make use of the rope in different ways and will have you traveling through worm-infested asteroid fields, floating parks, and giant casinos. The controls are simple, and 2 players are even able to use 1 controller at the same time. There are a variety of different game modes and fun power-ups to use when you're falling behind. This is the kind of unique twist on a racing game that I always look for. The game will support up to 8 players locally and online. Put your golf glove on because Everybody Golf Hotshots is coming to take your evening. This is a golf game where you will have to time your button presses to get a good smack on that ball, but you'll also be able to perform backspins and side spins to bring your ball closer to that dreamed of hole-in-one. It also has an interesting mode with new obstacles dropping from the sky. It will support 4 players locally or online and is available on PS5, PC, and Nintendo Switch. Ammo and Oxygen is a top-down shooter with survival roguelike gameplay that just fully released on Steam today. We have also received a review key for this one. It features a day-night cycle, resource gathering, a wide variety of weapons and equipment to find and use, and you can enhance your character and upgrade your weapons throughout the levels and in the hub. On top of all that, it also supports local co-op for up to 4 players. If you have somehow exhausted Garfield Kart and every other kart racer on the market, Garfield Kart 2 is coming to all platforms on September 10th. It will support up to 4 players locally and 8 online, and I honestly don't see anything that sets it apart from other kart racers on the market, except for its Garfield theming. Regardless, if you wanted it, here it is. If you remember the golden ages of coin-operated arcade cabinets, then Trasmoz Legends might speak to you. This spooky game is built to resemble the pixel art style and classic gameplay of that period. This one also supports 2 players locally and has 4 game modes to enjoy. I am so incredibly excited about Lego Voyagers. Lego games are fantastic, and this sweet, heartfelt game takes you and player 2 on a journey of being a Lego yourself. You'll have to find your way across levels by interacting with the Legos and solving the puzzles to make it to your final destination. The game has a very slow, emotional, and cozy look to it. It supports 2 players and will have you exploring the world and interacting with Lego puzzles. It will be available on all platforms on September 15th. Gloomy Eyes is a spooky single-player co-op game. I just thought I'd throw it on here because it looks really cute and unique, and I personally would love to give it a try. This is a spooky horror game that has you controlling 2 different characters and working on a co-op game all on your own. If for some reason your co-op partner is unavailable and you're craving a co-op experience, maybe you'll enjoy this one. It looks like it's going to be on PC and PlayStation at the very least come September 12th. Race Jam takes classic arcade racing and cranks it up with some wild new mechanics. We were also sent a review key for this one. You'll be drifting around corners, smashing into other racers to knock them out, and timing your boosts to rocket ahead. But you'll also have to be careful because every boost eats away at your health bar. You'll need to balance speed and survival by repairing your car at just the right time. The game features 6 different modes, a single-player campaign, and support for 4 players who can join in locally across all of the modes. It will be coming to early access on Steam on September 17th. Platypus Reclatyed is a remake of a game after 22 years. It has a very interesting clay-like aesthetic that looks like it could be fun to play around with. It's a bullet hell game, bullet hell shoot 'em up, and it supports 2 players locally. You'll be able to play this one on all platforms come September 18th. Jelly Troops is a competitive one-on-one capture the flag game. You'll control a crew of little slimes and command them to do your bidding. The game has an isometric view and several variables to tilt the outcome of a match. You could either capture 3 small flags to win or capture your opponent's big flag. There are also guardians on the map, stones to breed more slimes, and places to build walls to block your opponent from getting flags back to their base. Plus, there are magic spells to cast personally and take out your opponent's slimes. The game is planned for Switch and PC on September 17th. Towa and the Guardians of the Sacred Tree is a story-based roguelike game for fans of anime. The game has you playing as Towa and one of her 8 guardian companions to fight off the monsters threatening Shinju Village. Each different pairing of Towa and a companion will fight differently, and you'll be able to forge new weapons to fight with, build relationships in the village, and train in the dojo. There is nothing in the description about co-op gameplay, but it is listed as a split-screen co-op game. You'll be able to play this one on all consoles and PC on September 18th. Sonic Racing Cross Worlds is coming for Mario Kart World with an interesting plan. This is a brand new kart racer with tracks and characters from across the Sonic universe, but that's not where they stop. As the title suggests, they are crossing worlds and bringing in some wacky characters from Persona, Yakuza, and Minecraft. This one will be available on consoles and PC come September 25th. May Child of Ages has you playing as May, living through the ages. You get to live through the world and see how it ends, and then choose to alter history and save the future. It is an action-adventure hack-and-slash with real-time action combat that looks a little simplistic. The art style is interesting, and this one may turn out to be an okay game. However, the co-op gameplay is simply an assistive spirit that can take control of enemies. The description also says "and much more," but what does that even mean? You can play this one on all platforms come September 25th. NBA Bounce supports 4 players and local multiplayer and is planned to have a party mode with mini games, commentary, custom brackets, and unlockables. So there you go, you can play this one on September 26th on all platforms. Nicktoons and the Dice of Destiny is a pretty fun looking action RPG featuring a mashup of Nicktoons worlds and characters turned into fantasy classes. From Spellcaster to Barbarian. There are characters like SpongeBob, Katara, Timmy Turner, and Susie Carmichael. Each of the Nicktoon worlds you make your way through will be filled with puzzles, quests, secrets, and plenty of other surprises, including enemies you can fight off and combos specific to your chosen character. There are of course boss fights to take on and the ability to level up your characters, all as you play with up to 3 of your friends. It's planned to release on September 30th for Xbox Series, PS5, Nintendo Switch, and PC. The newest Mario Party-like game is coming on September 30th, but it's Lego, not Mario. This game features around 60 minigames to compete in as you try to best your friends and collect the most golden bricks. You'll play games in a variety of familiar Lego sets, play as some of your favorite characters, or design your own minifigure. Carly loves minigame collections like this, and I'm sure some of you do too. This one supports up to 4 players locally or online, and it will be available on consoles and PC. With September out of the way, let's take a look at a DLC and an announcement. Kirby and the Forgotten Land got a rather lackluster co-op review from us for poor equality between player 1 and player 2. Player 1 was far more fun to play as, but it was still a fantastic game and we enjoyed playing it together, and it just received a decent sized DLC with its Nintendo Switch 2 edition. It includes 12 new levels and should be about 3 to 4 hours long. We just got a release window for Ultimate Sheep Raccoon. This is a crazy looking party game where you go through platforming challenges on a bicycle, and at the end of each run, every player gets to pick an obstacle to add to the course. We absolutely love Ultimate Chicken Horse. It was one of our favorite party games, and this is the exact same concept except with bicycles instead of platforming. This one will be coming winter 2025 to PC, Nintendo Switch, and Xbox. I'm not sure about PlayStation as of now. Nothing beats the best games of the year, so click on this video to see the best contenders for that title this year. I cannot wait to see you over there. We love you guys. Y'all are awesome. Bye-bye.